Hello you guys, CrudPancakes here. I wanted to go over more about the account migration subject, as well as go into depth about what this means for players with OG names, name snipers, and duplicate accounts. So before we get into the video, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers, and as well as like the video if you feel like it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get into the topic of OG names, there's timestamps in the description and on screen to guide you to the topic of your interest if you want to go over there. So to begin, an OG account in the Minecraft community is primarily an account that consists of a few different things. Some have one letter or number. The IGN could be a word, primarily a short word, or just it being short in general, usually about 3 letters. These words are usually words that are common today, such as LOL, which isn't really a word but more of an acronym, or the name battery, or even the name of the game Minecraft. These would qualify as OG names amongst the Minecraft community. OG accounts have been floating around and have been popular as long as the game has been around. So some names have been passed on through different accounts, or some accounts have the name since they started. What will happen to some OG accounts? So during the account migration, what will happen to some OG accounts? I did look into some of this information and found a few different things, as well as came up with a few ideas of my own that I'd like to share. First being that some OG accounts will be deleted or non-accessible to owners after the migration due to them not migrating their account. This could be different reasons behind this, one being the owner just doesn't migrate their account in the first place. Now personally, I can see this happening to a handful of players with OG names or OG accounts as well, due to some being inactive or just completely done with the game in general. Now for others, such as names with one character, which being a letter or a number, these accounts may be forced to change their name in order to migrate. I'm not 100% sure if this will happen, so please don't take me up on that. It's just a thought at this point. Another topic I felt like I needed to cover during this video was snipers among the OG name community. Most of this information that I'm getting this from is basically from a YouTuber by his name is X in a Box. He's pretty great. His videos go into more depth about the snipers. So what does the account migration mean for name sniping in the Minecraft community? So for most snipers, they use accounts that are called SFA accounts, which basically stands for semi-full access, which in other terms, they can change the name of the account, change the password of the account, but they aren't able to change the email of the account, which ultimately is a cheaper route for snipers, and it's the type of account that they usually get. So some OG accounts that are on an SFA account will most likely be unmigratable and will lead to the accounts being deleted or inaccessible. You can check which names are SFA accounts on a website called NameMC. It's a pretty great website. If it is an SFA account, it will usually say unmigrated towards the bottom, which basically means the account hasn't been migrated from, I think, a Cobalt account to a Mojang account, which was back in, I think, 2013-ish, if I'm not mistaken. The last topic I kind of wanted to cover was, what does this mean for duplicate accounts or accounts with the same name? So theoretically, it shouldn't really mess up these dupe accounts because each account has a different ID or different UUID. For example, the notorious Smidge accounts have 2 different IDs or UUIDs, so when migrating their account, these 2 accounts should be perfectly fine, and they should have the same name. Like I said before, I'm not really too sure if this is how it's going to work, so don't quote me on it. But that's basically it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, please subscribe and leave a like. Without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.